If you're a fan of horror movie, you're probably familiar with some of James Wan's work. He's the mastermind behind the hugely popular Saw franchise, as well as some other spine-chilling movies such as The Conjuring, Insidious, and Dead Silence. God knows how scared I was when I'm doing research for this episode, so if you want to know more about him or some other director stories, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, back to James Wan. So besides his scary movies, did you know that James Wan also got his start on YouTube? That's right, before he became a big-time Hollywood director, he was making short horror films and uploading them to YouTube. And let me tell you, these early videos are just as creepy as his big screen work. One of his most famous YouTube shorts is called Saw, which later became the inspiration for the entire Saw movie franchise. It is a very twisted and terrifying tale that will leave you on the edge of your seat. So if you are a Saw movie fan, make sure you go on YouTube and watch the short film. It's really good, but really scary at the same time. Wan has also been known for incorporating personal elements into his movies. For example, the concept of The Conjuring was inspired by a real-life haunting which occurred in the house that Wan himself had lived in as a child. Now, let's go back a little bit and talk about his childhood. James Wan was born in Malaysia in 1977 and grew up in Australia. As a child, he was a big fan of horror movies, and he was especially drawn to this work of directors such as Wes Craven and John Carpenter. In fact, it was watching these classic horror movies that sparked his interest in filmmaking in the first place. Wan studied film at Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, where he met fellow aspiring filmmaker Leigh Whannell. Together, they would go on and create the hugely popular Saw franchise, which brought Wan into the spotlight and established him as one of the top horror directors of his generation. One very interesting behind-the-scenes story from making of Saw is that the movie was shot in only 18 days on a very tight budget of $1.2 million. Despite these limitations, Wan and his team were able to create a tense and terrifying movies which will go on to gross over $100 million worldwide. Another interesting fact is that Wan is known for his love of practical effects, which he uses to great effect in his movies. For example, in the first Saw movie, the infamous reverse bear trap scene was created using practical effects rather than CGI. I know this is really scary, but this not only helped to save on the budget, but also gave the scene a more realistic feel. So what makes James Wan movies so scary? Well, first of all, he's a master of suspense, using clever camera angles, chilling music, and jump scare to make you be on your toe. And unlike some other horror movies that rely on cheap thrills and gore, Wan's films are generally frightening with complex characters and engaging storylines that will draw you in.
You set up the joke, you come in with the punchline. You set up the scares, you come in with the scare, right? The scare, whatever that is. And if your timing's off, both are not funny or scary.
Overall, James Wan is one of the most talented and innovative directors working in the horror genre today. Whether you're a die-hard horror fan or just looking for a good scare, his movies are definitely worth checking out. So, grab some popcorn, turn off the light, and get ready to be scared. If you like my recommendations, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.